Hi, Mrs. Spahn here. I am the media specialist here at the middle school. And today I want to talk to you about how you're going to access books, physical books that you can check out in our library media center, as well as books that you can check out from our online digital catalog called Overdrive or Sora. You may know it as Sora. So I want to walk you through how to do both of those items. And then finally, I do want to show you how to access our Media Center Google Classroom this year as well, where I do put a lot of important information. So the first thing I want to do is talk about how to search for books in our Media Center, because this is very, very important. And you may remember going back to elementary school with your media specialists there, we use something called Destiny. So I'm going to show you how to access Destiny first, and then I'll show you how to search for books, okay? So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you have a Google Chrome browser opened up on your Chromebook, and make sure you are signed into your school Google Gmail account. Then I would like you to come up here to the upper right-hand corner where you see a puzzle piece. These are your extensions. If you do not see a little blue and white C right here on the upper right-hand corner, then you need to click on this puzzle piece and you will see Clever. And if it is not pinned, this is a little push pin, click on that push pin and it will pin it to the upper right-hand corner where all of your extensions are. Okay, so we use Clever. It is a single sign-on. You may have used it for some of your other classes and the programs in there. So I would like you to first click on the blue and white C, and that will take you to the landing page. If you've never logged into Clever before, you will first need to search for our school. You will type in Lewis, Lewis, and then hit a space, then hit F, and then you'll see as soon as you do that, our school comes up as Lewis F. Cole Middle School in Fort Lee. So select that school. You'll only have to do that one time. The next step is you're going to click on the Login with Google button. And if you're already signed in to Google, which I am, I'm signed in as one of the students here, you will automatically be logged into Clever. If you are not signed into your Google account, as I told you you needed to do, it will ask you to sign in. Okay, so let's click the Login with Google button. And then you'll see Clever loads very quickly. And Clever is such a nice little landing page here. It's a place where teachers have their own pages. They can provide resources for you. So you'll see all of your teachers listed here. And then you'll notice there's a bunch of categories, and you can quickly jump to a category by going on the left over here. So if you want to see all the math apps, click on that and you'll jump down to math, IXL, all of that. If you would like to see the Media Center resources, click on Media Center Resources. And that's exactly what we're going to do. You're going to click on Media Center Resources, and then you're going to come over here and we're going to start with our Destiny Library. This is where we can go and search to check books out of the library, physical books, okay? So let's click on that and give it a moment, and it will automatically, it should automatically log you in. And it did. It took a few moments. Don't get worried by some of those little error things. I know sometimes I get a little worried when it takes a moment, but be patient. And it logs you into your Destiny page here. This page is where I put a lot of different links for teachers that maybe are doing projects, and I can kind of like group them. So I know in 7th grade, Miss Del Cerro and maybe Miss Aparicio, they do a Spanish-speaking country project with you all, and I put a bunch of links there. But we're not going to be using this page today. So once you get here, you want to come over here to Catalog. So right now we're in Home. I would like you to click on the Catalog section of Destiny. And this is going to take you to where you can search for books. And searching for books is very, very easy. You can search by keyword, if you know the title of a book, if you know an author, or a subject, or a series, any of those things. That's the first thing. Down here, you want to be searching in Lewis F. Cole Middle School, that's where we are. And then under material type, you want to make sure, I like it to have any type, this way you see everything. But if you only wanted to see books, physical books, you could select book. If you only wanted to see electronic books, ebooks, the things in the cloud that you would read like on an iPad or a cell phone, you would select electronic books. For now, I'm going to select any type. And then up here, I'm going to just do a search. So let's say I really wanted to see books. I'm getting into the the Halloween mode. Tomorrow is October 1st, and I'm going to be interested in maybe ghosts. So I'm going to click ghosts, and I'm going to click on keyword and do a keyword search. So let's see what happens. You'll see right away, it gives me any books that maybe have the word ghosts in the title, or perhaps has a subject of ghosts as well. And there's 151 titles that mention ghosts, and you can sort right over here. Right now it's by relevance. They put the book that's titled Ghosts first because that matches my search. But I can go down here and I can search by title, by author, by date, a status, meaning is it checked in, checked out. I like to do a date search so I see the most recent books first, and I click go. And these are some of our newest books that maybe have ghosts in them. And this is a whole new series, so I'm glad these came out. These are going to be in our cubbies that I've just posted them. I posted them yesterday, and they are available for checkout, and they are very, very exciting. And some of them we have as both physical copies, which you can see here is represented by a book, a solid book. And then you'll notice this next one called Scritch Scratch, below the title has a little E, a blue E in a white box. And if I hover over it, it will say Follett ebook. These books are available online. You can actually check them out right online and read them on your Chromebook starting right now. So that's an exciting title as well. And our Follett books, you don't have to go to any other website. You basically will click, I'll show you real quick. You would click open, and it would open the book right away. If a pop-up comes up and asking you to allow it, say yes. And then the book loads. It gives you the cover and the title page, and then you can simply scroll through and start reading this book. And it has the chapters, so you can jump through the chapters. And I'm noticing this font is a little tiny, so I may want to adjust the font size. I would come up here where it says display options, and I can click on this and I can make my font bigger, and I can go from 2 pages to a single page view. I can change the background. Okay, I can do all of these different things. I can even have it read to me.
1. If someone had told me yesterday that I'd be spending my Saturday morning in the aisle.
And you know, that voice isn't the best voice, but it does read quite well. So if you like to listen, you can do that. And then you can bookmark your page. And then right over here, let's see. If I click on this little book icon, I can come over here and check the book out. So if I click over here, I would be able to check the book out. And it will say checked out. I want to make sure I remember to check the book back in so that you all have it. I would click on the book again, and then I would click return book. Yes, I want to return the book. I do want you to be able to check this book out. So that would be for our Follett ebooks, which are right here, very easy to do. But we want to talk about our physical books, okay? So this is a physical book. How do I know if this book is in or out, available or not available? Well, I'm going to go all the way over to the right here, and if I see 1 of 1 available, that means I have 1 copy in the library and 1 copy is available, okay? The ebooks for Follett, if I want to know if that's available, I go all the way over to the right and it will say in, or if it was checked out, it would say out. So if I come back over here to Destiny and I want to do another search, just to give you an example, I can click on library search and go back. So that was ghosts. Let's try ghosts and doing a search under subject and see what happens. So this is where any book that has a subject listed with ghosts mentioned, they will come up. So now we're getting America's Most Haunted, Anya's Ghost, so on and so forth, Cabin 102, Christmas Carol. So that's why we're getting this search. So once you get a search, you can click on a title for more details. You can click on the details or right on the title for any of these physical books so you can read about it to see if you're interested in checking that book out. So right away, I'm going to read about the afterlife, and it says a senior at East Fresno High lives as a ghost after his brutal murder in the restroom of a club where he'd gone to a dance. and you're getting to see the cover of the book. And then you can look here, it tells you that it's fiction, ghost stories, it's about a homicide, and the author's name is Gary Soto. Let's say you were interested, and over here you can look, it says hold it. If we click on copies, it says status that it is available, and you could hold it. So if you were interested, you could put it under your account and say that you're looking for it. Or you could go right to the shelf under FIC and look under the S's, the SOT section, and you should find that book, The Afterlife, right there, and you would be able to bring it up front to me and I would check it out for you right away. Let's say you were looking for other books by Gary Soto. You said, you know what, I like that author, let me see what else he's written. You can come down here and click on Find It right next to Titles by Gary Soto and see if our library has any other books by him. And you'll see that we do. We have 4 books in total, Fearless Fernie, Help Wanted, and Jessie. And for each of these books, you could click on the details and find out a little bit more information about that book and read a summary of the book and put it on hold and see how many copies we have and see if it's available and all of those things. If there are reviews, they would come up there as well. So that's basically how you use Destiny to search for a book. You can, of course, search for a book by title. So let's say you wanted to find the book for Refugee. This is a good one, Refugee. Let's do this one. And search by title. Click on title. We do have a book titled Refugee right here. And this is by a great author, one of my favorite newest authors, Alan Gratz. And he has a whole bunch of books, and many of his books are also over in the cubbies there because I have a bunch of new ones. And you'll see that he writes a lot about war and immigration. This one's about immigration, refugees, survival, and many of his books, I think all of them are like action adventure. But if you wanted to see all the titles by Alan Gratz, which we do have quite a few, I got a bunch last year, click on Find It, and you'll get a list of all of his titles. So you'll see we have Refugee, Project 1065, Prisoner B3087, Code of Honor, The Brooklyn Nine. I mean, there's some great things. Then we have this one, Something Wicked, and Samurai Shortstop. So there are a ton of titles that are available. So that would be how you would search even by an author. And that's under catalog. You would have to go to search for a book. Today, when you come in, you are going, or if you're watching this on Thursday, Friday, when you come in, you are going to be checking out a fiction-only book, which means we are not going to be looking at our nonfiction books. We are only going to check out fiction books, which are in the center on the floor of the media center. And I will show you when you come in, they're organized by author's last name. So if we search for, let's just do Halloween as an example. If we search for Halloween, you'll see here, FIC stands for fiction. So we are looking for fiction books, and then the last name of the author, STI, which is Stein, short for Stein. You are going to look, they are alphabetized from A to Z. You are going to find the section where the S's are and find the STI section. They are alphabetical. So the STI section is going to be after the SS section, and you'll have to just look through there. And I will show you a little bit when you come in how to kind of find books. If you need help finding a book, just ask any of the teachers in the media center. Once you find your book, I appreciate if you would bring it right up front and we would check it out for you. And then you can go and sit quietly and begin reading. So the last thing I want to show you here, last couple of things that I want to go over with you, is my Google Classroom. I do want to mention that and give you the code for the Google Classroom. So let me downsize this and come over here. Here is our Media Center Google Classroom. The code is, everybody needs to join this classroom. I will display it right now. MWHRJWQ. Okay, so make sure you now go on your Chromebook or write it down and do this as soon as possible. And make sure you are in the Google Classroom for the Media Center. I do post a lot of important information in there. Okay, so let me close that. And then let me go back over here to the main page and just review some of the announcements that I've been doing. So the first announcement that I want to show you, these are also in your Google Classroom homerooms. The first one is regarding your Genesis login accounts. They've all been created and updated, so please follow the instructions here. You need to go through Clever, where we just were, and once you're inside of Clever, you would then click on the Genesis link. But if you watch the video, you will see exactly how to do that. Here is the second announcement. If you have technology troubleshooting issues, please look at the guide that I've posted here and in all the Google Classrooms before coming and seeing me in the Media Center. And then if you are unable to fix it, you can fill out this Google form, which will ask you to first read the guide and then go through, type your name, your grade, your student ID, and then explain your technology issue. I will get an announcement that you've submitted something, and I will get in touch with you and help you with your technology issue, either through email or in person. And then the next thing I would like to inform you of is our summer reading. I am interested, if you did read this summer, please join our Padlet. Click on Summer Reading. It will bring you to our middle school Padlet, and you'll see there are a few books already posted here for you to add your post with your summer reading. Just double click anywhere on the Padlet on the background and a little pop out will come up, and then you can type the subject where you can put the title of your book. So let's say it was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Then you can come over here to the three dots. You can add any of these, an attachment, you can upload a document, you can take a picture, all of those things. You could link to the Harry Potter website or something like that. Or I like to just click on the three dots. It brings up all of these options. If I want to add a picture of the cover or a picture of Harry Potter, I can simply do an image search and then type right up here where it says search images, Harry Potter, hit enter. Here are all the images. If I want to link to a video, it would bring up videos. If I want a little moving Giphy, I can do that. So I'm going to pick one of these because these are kind of more fun. Maybe I'll do Hermione there, Harry Potter, okay. And then you can write a little bit here, an explanation, a little summary of what the book was about. So add your summary or commentary, why you liked it so much about the book. Very short, love this book because it had a lot of elements of magic, whatever it might be. You'll see a sample that I did. This one right here, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, kind of gave a little bit of an overview. And then I said, if you love the Hunger Games, then you'll totally enjoy this book. So I made a recommendation. So add a little bit of an overview, your commentary, why you're recommending the book, or whether or not maybe you're not recommending it. Maybe you say, I read this book, but I really did not like it. And then when you're all finished putting your summary and your picture, click on Publish, and it will get added to the Padlet. So I would appreciate it if all of you who read books over the summer, or you're finishing up your summer reading now, if you would add to our school-wide Padlet. And then the last thing that I want to go over, this really has to do with coming in 30 days. We are participating in Overdrive's big library read program, which will kick off on November 1st. All students will be able to check out and read this book by Natalie D. Richards. It is called, right here, 5 Total Strangers, and it sounds exciting. A brief summary is it's a page-turning thriller that will keep readers guessing until the very end, about a road trip in a snowstorm that turns into a bone-chilling disaster, from the New York Times bestselling mystery author and master of tension, Natalie D. Richards. And this book will be available for free in Sora for all students in the Media Center, and that is our Overdrive app. And I will show you real quickly how you access that. You go again through Clever. So if we go to our Clever portal, we are going to click on, under Media Center Resources, Sora by Overdrive, and just click there, and you will automatically be logged in to Sora. Just give it a moment. You may have to click on the green button and your account. And then this book that is going to be available will be available on this main page. You will see a pop-up announcement here, but if not, you can feel free to search for that book right there. And that is coming on November 1st. Okay. So that's about it. That's all I have for today. I thank you for your attention. I look forward to seeing everybody in the Media Center and checking out books and enjoying checking out books. And as always, if you have any questions, please see Mrs. Spahn in the Media Center. Have a great day. Bye-bye.